Philadelphia, 1957. A bitter February wind sweeps across a quiet patch of woods. A young man, out checking his animal traps, stumbles upon a cardboard box. He opens it. Inside, the body of a small boy. Naked, bruised, wrapped in a cheap plaid blanket. No shoes, no ID, no one looking for him. For 65 years, no one even knew his name. This is not just a murder mystery. It is one of the most haunting unsolved cases in American history. The boy in the box, also known as America's unknown child. It was February 25th, 1957 when the box was found in the Fox Chase area on the northern edge of Philadelphia. The young man who found it didn't rush to the police. He hesitated. Why? Because he had illegal animal traps in the woods and didn't want attention. He quietly left the scene. Hours later, another person happened upon the same box. This time, the discovery was reported. Inside was the body of a boy. Medical examiners determined he was 4 to 6 years old, severely underweight, his ribs visible through his skin. He weighed only 30 pounds. His body showed extensive bruising and injuries. His hair appeared to have been roughly chopped, possibly after death, maybe to make him harder to recognize. Even stranger, his hands and feet were wrinkled, as if he had been submerged in water before being placed inside the box. Already, investigators knew this was no accident. The theories. Over the decades, investigators and armchair detectives have debated countless possibilities. Here are the most enduring. 1. The foster home connection. Just a short walk from where the body was found stood a foster home. Detectives considered the possibility that the boy had come from there. Neighbors reported seeing a boy resembling him. Some even claimed they recognized the blanket. But despite interviews, searches, and heavy suspicion, no evidence ever tied the Foster family directly to the crime. 2. The Martha confession. In the early 2000s, a woman referred to as Martha came forward. She claimed that her abusive mother had purchased the boy and kept him as a prisoner in their home. According to Martha, one day her mother lost control and killed him in a fit of rage. Martha's story matched several details: the blanket, the box, even the haircut. But investigators found her testimony inconsistent. She suffered from mental health problems and couldn't provide verifiable evidence. Ultimately, her story was dismissed. 3. Medical experiment theory. Some suggested the scars on the boy's body were surgical, evidence that he had been subjected to medical experiments or long-term hospitalization. But hospitals reported no missing patients. No files matched his DNA. 4. Human trafficking. Another theory. The boy had been sold, illegally adopted, or passed around in a trafficking ring. His malnutrition and neglected state suggested he had been hidden away, maybe locked inside a home or basement. But again, no family ever stepped forward. In 1998, his body was exhumed. DNA samples were collected, but the technology of the time wasn't advanced enough. In 2019, with the rise of forensic genealogy, investigators got their first break. By comparing DNA with public ancestry databases, they traced distant relatives. Finally, in December 2022, the mystery child had a name: Joseph Augustus Zarelli, born in January 1953. For years old when he died. For decades, he was a nameless corpse in a box. Now, finally an identity, but even with a name, one question remains: who killed him? Investigators eventually identified Joseph's biological parents. His mother was a Philadelphia woman named Mary, his father a man named Augustus. Both are now deceased. Neither ever reported Joseph missing. This raises chilling questions. Did they know what happened? Were they involved? Or did someone else take him away? The family's silence speaks volumes. The saddest part of this story is not just the murder. It's the erasure. For decades, Joseph's short life was invisible. No school records, No missing person report. No obituary. A little boy, gone, and the world kept moving. He was buried in a pauper's grave marked only with the words, America's Unknown Child. Every year, detectives and locals visited his grave. They left flowers, toys, notes. He became a symbol, not just of one unsolved case, but of every forgotten victim. Today, we know his name, Joseph Augustus Sorelli, but his story is still unfinished. Was he abandoned by his parents? Beaten by a foster family? Hidden away by traffickers? Or was his death something stranger, something darker? The truth remains buried, waiting to be uncovered. And so the boy in the box continues to haunt America, a ghostly reminder of how fragile life is and how some secrets refuse to die. So what do you think? Who killed Joseph Augustus Sorelli and why?